We've got
$5 million piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Right? Anything else?
The two of us on the mean streets of New York? Evildoers beware.
Not a bad place to be posted up, all things considered. At least I'm not down in the dungeon with Tony.
Yeah. Poor Strange. Oh, hi, Peter.
Oh, my friend sense is tingling. All this excitement has really gotten me thinking about forming a team of my own. Spider-Man and his astonishing pals. His stupendous companions. I'm circling it, I know.
Yeah, he's a little hyper. We don't have any choice in this one.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
Okay, I thought about it. Okay, combat bonus. Ghost Rider earned a combat bonus from sparring with the Hunter. No, he didn't, because we didn't do that part yet. Add him to the squad to earn a powerful boost at the start of the next mission. This is a mistake, and I'm going to take a picture because I'm going to give it to 2K, because this is not... That's supposed to happen tomorrow. So this is a mistake. That's silly. It missed its cue. You can see when you mouse over if somebody has a special bonus. And we have Vigilant and gain a counter at mission start. Now, the one person we haven't seen, and there wasn't, you know what? I still didn't get very much from her. There wasn't a lot. Photon Beam, Supernova. Quick Jab. Regroup. Rain of Blows. Consume all heroism to deal damage. 5 for each heroism. Let's see. Cosmic Ray. This is the quick card. The Quick Jab. I don't know why she only has one Quick Jab. Damage and taunt each enemy in a line. If target is targeting additional damage. One step ahead. Taunt, gain block equal to damage dealt. Quick jab. It's just heroism, though. I'm not a fan of that. Let's see, we've got Fist of Radiance here. Yeah, give me that. Alright, her passive is on KO, 20% chance to gain a counter. 1 per turn limit. So, and we've got Blade already. He's got his good stuff. I got my good stuff. Let's do it. We will probably make more use of environmental stuff.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Very.
This area in particular?
Occasionally. Good for a late night snack.
Oh.
The falafel place down the road. Stays open till 3.
Oh, right, sure. Only maybe next time say it less vampire-y.
I don't think I ever heard that before. Awesome. Small talk. portal.
Normally I'd just meet you there, but I'm actually a little curious about this portal you've been using.
Don't worry, this is a different portal to a different location. One of these days, I'll join you on a mission, and you will see what I am really capable of.
I look forward to it.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my
They're
wheelhouse.
here.
So we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Almost feels like cheating with you two on our side.
Okay. And seeing it's a story mission, again there will be 2 battles with our nice hyped up arsenal. We might be doing this pretty quickly. I hope so. I expect so.
Probably can scratch a band end off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
Smartest fanatic in the room. It's a small room.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Okay. Defeat all enemies to complete the encounter. Gee, I wonder how that's gonna go.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Don't have all my passives. Or maybe I didn't pick my passive. No one's got block. We do have a quick jab. Somebody out of the way.
Let's do it!
I'm gonna get a card.
I saw a movie like that once, centuries ago.
So she got a counter too. If anyone attacks her, she'll attack back. I like that too. Do we have anything lined up that we could take advantage of? Oh. Not really. Oh, wait a minute. I'm seeing some possibilities here. Okay. Let's hope. Well, hold on. Let's hope that it hits the photon beam. Rats. Because a photon beam would have gotten a whole mess of these things in a row, right? 3 of them. Maybe 4. That would have been 4 of them. I would have loved that. Well, anyway. What else do we have? Yeah, sure.
I'll put this to good use.
Okay, so strike and relentless. Oh, one of these guys. And one of these guys.
Don't blink. These fanatics are always the same.
This guy, he's gonna take 13 off. He's gonna lose 13 just by existing. So, hey. Now, Carol, we did take one out, so. But I think you'd be real beneficial at this point. And this is where we talk about momentum, which is what I had been doing. When you see those footsteps, you can still, you know, fine-tune the position and still move them. Now, photon beam. Oh, are you kidding?
You've had this coming!
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
So who's left here? Where's this guy? Well, there's him, and there's him. I think Hunter. I'm gonna do this one. There's only one person left, you know. The only problem is he's not near anything that we could actually hit him. But you know what? Two of us have counter, and come on, Blade, you're the one without counter. What are you talking about? The one guy without counter. We could have gone home. Oh, wait a minute. That's not true. We may have a free card somewhere. No, we don't have a free card. See, now they'll bring more people. We could have ended it.
Never surrender.
Lucky shot. This is gonna get messy.
Two guys? Okay, tactics mode. Tactic mode allows you to quickly assess the entire battlefield and condition of enemy units. Activate tactics mode by pressing.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
Okay, that's one. That's one.
Playtime's over. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
Oh, wait a minute. What do we get from that? She gains block from that. We have all these card plays, so... Is there anything that has on redraw anything? Okay, so we're going to give this. Regroup is not going to give... we're not going to keep our heroism. But...
Here we go!
But she's going to have that carrying over into the next She can now go binary. Her moves are going to be more valuable now. Now, let's get this done and finish.
Let's do it!
Okay, part 2 coming up.
Getting better every day.
Go! Now! Quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
Okay. We need to get that. Recover a Hydra artifact. Retrieve the mysterious artifact from the truck. Break the Hydra's shield guard's protection to access the truck. Use the Recover Artifact card to secure the artifact.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
And any object that is protected cannot be completed. Reduce the Hydra shield guard's block to 0 in order to break protection.
The more the merrier.
Okay, we need to break 30. Well, just so happens I have some of that. And now that she's got everything is stronger on her because she's got binary. And anyone who attacks her is going to get smacked back. Now, let me see. Could be helpful. Now, we have here what I had mentioned before. For 2 heroism, you can drop for 40 points a net of cargo that's above. Let's see what we have. We don't seem to have anything in the way of quick cards, even though we have quick cards. And she has binary mode, which, as long as she has that 48 block going, it's going to be so if she uses these things, I don't know, not much different. Anyway, as long as she has the block, she's got binary mode, and all her her cards are stronger. Oh, that's right. Hehehe. In other words, if we used that on him first, then he would fall back. See? Let's see. They're all looking at Blade too. So where do we have one that taunts? Well, any of these things. Not my favorite.
Ready up.
Go for it.
Ouch.
My favorite.
Hell that.
I don't think that's the whole goal, but I certainly wouldn't mind that. I do like that though.
You asshole!
Punch through a moon now?
So we got her a level up, which I also wanted to do. I know it may take an extra time. Oh, these guys. These goons. You're very lucky. But the hunter isn't here right now. Ring!
Forever in service! Support units on the move.
Oh yeah? I don't think
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Easy peasy.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Is it even fair that Marvel gets cards and Blade doesn't?
I think you got him.
Take this.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Ta-da! Wait a minute. Why are they acting like there's more people here? Oh! This guy. You mean we have to go another turn because I didn't notice him? Boy, do I feel stupid now. It's fine. You don't get anything for you. I'm so sorry. Blade, you got nothing to do. I thought these were like apparently Supernova is not exhaust. This is a legendary card that does not just go away. You're a very lucky guy, you know that, right? Especially since we don't have shove. I could have bumped you into something. We could have gone home.
Position compromised.
You think she would have felt that?
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Silly. Could have done this
You
before.
were too weak for this fight.
If we got 2 stars, we deserve it.
Done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Yeah, they were generous. They could have done it in one less turn. Can you survive a Faustian bargain? Well, sorry, this was a group trip. Okay. Let me put Captain Marvel. Yeah. Sure, why not? Now they give you photo mode. They give you photo mode during battle. Do they mean that you could actually do candid shots with the Hydra? Is that what you could do? That's unusual. I have not tried to do that. So this is our first, I guess, post free Abbey night, so they're probably loading all that data.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time.
Those two don't get along, but during their
Let me
downtime,
see.
they hang out.
How did this work again?
Miko is messaging me. Oh. Oh wow, there's other stuff in here. It's Logan, you know Kitty Pryde. Well, yes? Don't answer that. Yeah, why? Do you think Kitty and Nico would hit it off? Magic, stop. Why? I can picture the two of you hanging out together. Okay, I threw up on her at a party last year. There's no coming back from that. Wait, you're Puko Minoru? See? Why didn't she phase out of the way? She did, but I wasn't done. She phased back into the second wave. Ew. Swooping in at the last second to save the day, leading away that carnivorous sludge monster to keep near NYC safe. Just gotta say it. He's the hashtag astounding Spider-Man. He had too many words. Don't let those words of the red and blue pajamas fool you. Spider-Man is no joke. Wow, he looks like somebody made a friend. Looks like somebody made a friend. More like an enemy of an enemy. Starting to think we could use more of those. There's that old Avengers tolerate your spooky, strange teammate attitude I was looking for. You know who's going for this month's Team Spirit Award? Hashtag Blade Cares. I have to go train. Yeah. Spider-Man and his amazing friends unleash monsters upon city. Garish Bleecker Street Manor sealed off by authorities. When will the Spider Menace and his pet ink monster end their trail of destruction through Greenwich Village? And let's not forget about disgraced surgeon Stephen Strange. Is he in cahoots with the web-slinging wrongdoer? Did he hope to turn his row house into a no-house? Garish, by the Ancient One. Who runs this paper, Mephisto? Figures. I'm not even mentioned in this article. Have we heard from our pajama-clad friend? Still nothing. But based on police band radio chatter we intercepted, I'd say they're closing in on Little Italy. Doubt they're stopping by for a slice. Everyone knows it's all about the linguine and clam sauce there. At least you didn't say gabagool. Indeed, I met a gabagool once. We definitely do not want to invoke one of those right now. So, Spider-Man? Not that easy. These boys move too damn fast. Keep at it. Even in New York City, those two stand out. Hunter, you there? By the way, this is Nico. In case nobody gave you the rundown of how the spark works, Blade and Cap Marvel just filled us in. Freaky stuff, especially Faustus. And then they all just left me here alone. You should hang out. You should come hang out. Thank you, Nico, but I'm tired. Not taking no for an answer.
Come on, Hunter, I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me.
Nico?
Good. You answered.
No filter.
Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Miko, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Okay. There's some people interested in stuff. Well, it looks like she's the one, and she wants to see
As
it.
long as Caretaker doesn't come up with some busy work in the meantime, I'm perfectly fine here at home.
So we're gonna watch a movie with Miko. It's one of her favorite things. Shame we don't have any gifts yet.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom. You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about her crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again?
Yeah, sure.
So, what did you think of the movie?
Well,
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert... She didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
Really? Caretaker? Well, you know what?
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
This is the end. After this, I have to.
These grounds haven't changed in hundreds of years, and yet they always seem different to my tired eyes.
Hey. It's nighttime and the doors are closed. But Auntie Caretaker wants to talk to me.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you and...
Agatha? Where is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce. Indomitable. Or maybe just kind to a fault.
Agatha's power. How could she be... gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
I do not envy you. That must have been a difficult decision.
It's my job to make tough calls. I'm not popular for it, I know. But strong leadership requires risking being unliked. Wanda, Agatha. It seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
And balance. The hunter can follow the path of light or dark through the choices they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as Hunter moves down either path. Now, for the most part, I enjoyed everything I needed except like one card. Oh, Charlie's waiting to help me. So, there's more to the story and what really happened. And, in time, we will find out firsthand what happened. Sprinting. Left shift to sprint. Oh, okay. You can sprint while outside on the Abbey grounds. I never had a problem with that. See, I don't want to bump into my dog. I'm fine just jogging at a smart pace. Here it is. Hello, doggy. Thank you very much, doggy. See? It's Agatha and the mysterious black cat, right? There she is. Because Agatha was also my mentor. Well, hello. The ghost of Agatha.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
Ooh.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh? That can't be that close. Really? Well, at least it's nearby. I've only been here 2 nights. I can't do this yet. Well, maybe not. Would be nice.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Am I ready for it yet? I mean, the worst that can happen is I fail and I lick my wounds, but, Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm eligible. It's time to do the challenge of Oshtur. Arcane levels. The Hunter has increased their arcane level, successfully using words of power, exploring the Abbey grounds, and even petting Charlie will grant arcane knowledge which can increase the Hunter's arcane level. At higher arcane levels, the Hunter will gain increasingly powerful rewards from the Abbey grounds and the arcane chests. And lest we forget, the magic cats. Well, this is the first time we're going to see Charlie's deck, except that Charlie's going to have a very basic deck. Like I say, we've only been there a couple of days.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Oshtur.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge?
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Oh, look at Charlie! Defeat the enemy.
As the goddess of balance and order, Oshtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Let's see, they all look like minions. I'll give him that. Some of them are targeting Charlie, some of them aren't. Now the other thing is marked, for those who have not followed me in the past or anyone else, marked, when a foe is marked, anything you use, doesn't have to be a quick slash, will refund a card play on KO. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. Let me see. So if Charlie goes over here, that's a worthwhile investment. That's, you know, that's a skill card. It gives us 2 heroism, and any of these that we take out with a card, it doesn't have to be a quick card will give us refunds, and more the merrier. There you go.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
So what do these things look like? Well, they're all minions, so I'm not too worried. This is play a vulnerable, draw on KO, draw a card, which is great too. We like that. Critical abilities. All damage dealing hero abilities have a chance to become critical when they're drawn. I think we saw that already. Critical abilities deal increased damage. The chance for an ability to be critical is determined by a hero's critical chance statistics. Of course, we don't have control over Charlie's, but I guess if we pet her more, it'll be more often. The bonus damage dealt by a critical ability is determined by a hero's critical damage stat. Okay, so... Okay.
I am impressed.
I like when we get some cards back. Ooh, this is one of my favorites, you know that, and it's a free card. So I could cheat too. Okay, let me first do a quick slash, which is a knocky back. Big fan of the knockbacks.
You are too weak for this fight.
Okay, so got a couple of environmentals, right? If we can take these out in this one turn, that would be really fun. Okay, let's see what we can take out with this. It's nice to me.
Consider it.
And if Charlie was injured,
your mother abandons you.
Any hero in the field, in that area, also gets healed while the others get injured. Now, there's one left. Well, oh, people, you gotta do me better than that. We just need one non-heroic card. And there it is!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
You know, I guess we were eligible
Good
for this.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Alright. So when we finally get to go around the grounds, we'll be able to open some things up. Yes, please. Give me a little more, Yes. Now, let's do this, because we want Charlie in our picture, don't we? We certainly want Charlie in our picture. Okay, let's get these things clear, and let's get the colors right and everything else. I want something I could put on my wall. Now, Stinger. Now let me see. What do we want to do? Backdrop definitely has to change. Oh, what's a good one? Alright, now, what can we see about our characters? Charlie definitely needs a better pose than this. Okay, let me bring her. And then let me bring me. Well, I definitely want to go over here. Maybe. But I also want to change my pose. Okay, let's get Charlie a little higher up since she's behind me. See, that's a nice picture. That's a nice picture. All right. I think we got some gloss out of this too. Wow, I feel so special. Well, that was pretty cool. Yay! Ooh, moon seal. The Word of Power. Oshtur's gift allows magical locks and gates to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds which are locked by magical means.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Oshtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
It'll have the same symbol as the one you saw for the challenge. The Words of Power are magical incantations the hunter can use on the Abbey grounds. To use a word of power, you hold the space bar. See, there's the symbol up there. So hold the space bar and use your... The others haven't been unlocked, of course, but... It is.
Noble Oshtur guides my hand.
And since this is a common one, it's free for me. Oh, goodness. Common combat bonus, what? I'll see it later in the stats. It looks like we got a nice combat bonus for our next mission. So Agatha talks to me.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic.
Oh, that purple beam, by the way. We'll talk
That's why
later.
the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Oh, we went to sleep. I thought I was gonna go looking around and stuff. I could still do that, of course. Whoa. Okay, well, the first thing I want to do is say good morning to my little pet. Look at my little one. You were so fierce. Are you my little Hunter Jr.? Sure you are.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Yes, you are. So, first of all, me. I want to put another shirt on that I have from the old days. I like this hoodie. So, I've never done, well, I did do something like this on a previous one, but you know, if you don't have colors, what do I care? I mean, do they give you choices of colors? I see on or off. Oh. Whoa. This definitely goes with the jacket. Magenta Dreams. 5 alarm. Kind of like this one. It's very, a little on the goth side. Sure. Not ready for eyeshadow or eyeliner just yet. This was good, but nice to see we may actually have colors available to us. So anyway, that's good for now for us. But I want to see stuff we can get. I know I definitely want to have the armor stands. Somebody cleaned my first armor. We need a nice fireplace, especially for my doggy. Maybe we have to wait until we have, we get it out of the chest. I'm just trying to bring back the stuff I had. I did that later on when I had money. There was no real rush because you don't want to waste money that you could otherwise use to get gifts for your heroes and improve their outfits themselves. Where's the curtains? Here they go. remember I wanted purple curtains. They didn't really have that. Oh, they do. Oh, this time it shows up nice. Okay. Alright, so it's looking a little bit more homey. And at some point I'll put stuff on. You know, like on the walls that I can put pictures like me and Charlie or whatever. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Breaking. Niagara Falls temporarily shut down today after the river reversed direction for nearly 5 minutes. Visitors left disappointed, confused. It didn't ruin my vacation, but without the waterfall, it's kind of just a wet rock, said tourist C.R. Taylor. At least the water didn't fall upward. Yet. You saying it could happen? I'm not saying it will, but with all the gamma irregularities, I can't say it won't. Okay. Who wants to talk? Who wants to talk? Oh, Charlie's hanging around by Stark and Strange. But who wants to talk? That's what I'd like to know. I know that, I see Ilyana is over there. And I was going to check that out, but does it say who to talk to? Nobody, no. Because they're definitely seeing something.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience.
He's not a computer person.
That's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else going on here. Everybody's pretty much working out. I'm sure there are more. Oh, look, another. Is that another card? Oh, the moon. Okay. Moon Knight hides his true identity behind his cloak and shadow. This card represents deception, but also creativity and the unconscious. It also means... Oh, the star! Nova rises up into the starry night sky, surrounded by stars that represent the support of his team. This card symbolizes serenity and hope for the future. Those are 2 out of 22 major arcana tarot cards. Oh.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Oh.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Oh, yeah.
Your second funeral, boss.
If anybody can do it, it would be Doctor Strange. He knows what to do. But I was this.
That is... something.
One of Tony's many Iron Man suits, polished to a high gloss. Though it is powered off, the eyes seem to follow you, even though there's just light and no eyes. I don't know about that description.
Intriguing.
I can't get away from it? There we go. That's better. Oh, look. It's Morbius.
If an experiment is dangerous, I get more interested.
He's such a weirdo. Oh. Wait a minute. Before I see Doctor Strange, there's one person that's more important.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
That demon didn't set you on fire today, did it? Okay. Now it's your turn, sir.
We desperately need to get into this crate.
Oh, I agree.
Whatever artifact is inside, it's better off in our hands. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Well, if there's one person on this planet who can do something and also protect us in case, it would be him.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare.
He's so dramatic.
Are there any curses I should be aware of?
You have to tell me. Studying artifacts unlocks more powerful research projects at the Forge and generates significant resources for use in ability upgrades and crafting. So, we get something out of it. We get resources.
This really isn't the ideal environment for these parchments. One misplaced ember and that'll be all she wrote.
So, it can give us a lot of resources, but also advances our research so we can get more abilities. Are you ready, Steven? Here we go.
Wow. Hoary hosts of Agatha. I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Prophia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Yeah, but I ended up keeping it. See,
to be fair, it does look interesting, at least.
The Eternity Dagger. We can always get essences. Eventually, we'll also get...
It's fortunate that we haven't run into any curses yet.
Blueprints. Blueprints will be used for crafting copies of abilities we get so we can upgrade. Okay, maybe we can research something. Research projects take 1 day to complete, but grant powerful rewards like room upgrades, combat items, and hero outfits. Look at all this stuff we got. You know, I would jump to Way of the Fang given the choice, because I need that. But what else we have? Combat items. War games. Oh, that's for Carol. Increase ability options and earn an additional ability when analyzing gamma coils. That's actually kind of important. I think war games might be the first one to do, because this means...
You know, I really could do just as well without you loitering back there.
How else am I going to steal your secrets if I can't see what you're up to?
I doubt you'd find anything suitable among my secrets anyway.
Whoa, wait a minute, Can it be? Did you just make a suit joke?
I didn't hurt its feelings, did I?
2 in a row. This is a major breakthrough for you. I'm so proud I could be here for this moment.
I'm glad you're amused.
You weirdos. Carol says we need to up our game to meet this new threat. As usual, she's right. But to do more in combat, we'll need to do more down here in the Forge. A self-learning AI workstation running endless combat situations might help me make better use of this coil stuff. It also means that we'll have more... I mean, right now we're seeing 3 things, but we'll get 4 things. So let's do that. Any future coils, I'm not going to give until... Like, I'm going to hold that for tomorrow. But Way of the Fang I like, because then I could use an available move to knock... just to shove somebody into something. And we like that.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Oh. Okay. Well, he's over there. I could see Robbie right there. See, this is what we got in the last... What we already got notified that something was available for him, but it's not right. It really is supposed to happen here, where we are introduced to Sparring.
You moving into the Forge, Hunter? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The Forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good! How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
I am the scourge of the Lilin. My name is whispered in fear across the 7 hells. When I fight, I make war, not make-believe, Robbie. Be sure your Sparky is ready to do the same.
Damn, Hunter! You talk the same kind of smack that he does. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
Great.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Oh, and when Hunter had that flashback nightmare on our first night, the battle there, one of the voices was the spirit of vengeance that she worked with. So those were various voices, in addition to Agatha and Sarah, were members of the Midnight Suns from that time.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
I'm
almost. Training with Ghost Rider.
Yeah, hold on a moment.
Spirits of vengeance train the heart.
Oh, yeah, right. You smack talk. But we could smack talk, too. Hold on a moment, Sparky. There's something here.
Guys better start running.
That's what he looks like. See? Now, this is what I was going to say the other day. You can change things around in this. How about that? Now, I can move myself. Right, and I could, I would say give him a hands on hips thing. And so this is a good example of the kind of things we can do. I don't know why they don't give her an option. And now, when we go back, it'll be as it never happened. There you go. That's a kind of candid shot you can do. Daily Sparring. Rewards for next level will be Vault increases damage in combat.
Like playing with fire.
Okay, let's do it. 11 credits. Training experience and friendship experience with Ghost Rider.
Maybe you should be the spirit of vengeance.
Okay, and gain 2 fast at mission start. Fast will reduce the cost of a heroism card. If it's 1, it'll be 0.
Hunter,
if it's 2,
report
it'll be
to the
1.
war room. We've got a mission.
Oh, already? I was gonna do other things. Well, she's gonna have to wait. Oh, we actually have a thing here. Oh, hey, how you doing, dude?
You think they'll notice if I just don't say anything? Ignore the prompt? A guy can wish.
Remember, he knows he's in a video game. Ooh.
It is one of the elemental rods.
Barely a stone at all. This blue-black topaz almost seeps through the fingers when held. It smells strongly of a tide pool, and if held to the ear, sounds of the sea. Quite interesting. Hey, Wolvie. Look at this. These guys get along here. I wonder if they'll let me go in now. I do have the word.
The goddess of order approves.
And we got a combat item. We loves combat items, you know. And we're getting all kinds of things. Ooh, a glowing vessel. A vessel created by witches to honor the innocent. There are 6 of those to hunt down, too. Speaking of hunting. Wolfsbane! The reason why we're doing this, if you haven't seen this in other playthroughs, is that we can eventually make our own combat items and other resources with the herbs we collect. At some point, we'll have that. Oh, Wheel of Fortune! Domino knows the way in which the wheel will turn and shows the answer in the playing card she displays. This card represents luck and good fortune, along with opportunity in the future. Okay. We're not there yet. That's going to be another word of power, and that one will be able to restore things like bridges. There are a lot of places that are obstructed, and a lot of places that are simply incomplete. There's another card. Death, which by the way is not necessarily a bad card. It usually is the number 13, but because we start with 0 in tarot, that would be 13. We're starting with 1 to 22, so this is 14. Death stands before the black vortex, surrounded by the prized infinity stones, tempting us with possibility. This card represents transformation and entering a new phase of one's life. When you get hired to a new job, that would be the death card. So it's not a bad thing at all. It means change in your life. I see something. See this blue? It's a haven. Hold on. The Scenic Trail. New Haven. Havens. There are numerous haven locations on the Abbey grounds. Once discovered, a haven can be used for a special daytime hangout with a hero where the friendship rewards are increased. Each haven can be used only once. Each hero can only attend a single haven over the course of the game. In my experience, sometimes a hero goes to a haven first and then the hangouts happen. So there are all kinds of things like that. So this whole area, Agatha's altar. You'll find also different areas have different kind of things you can pick. We usually have wolfsbane, chicken mushrooms, and the witch hazel here. Witch hazel is a medicinal herb. Okay, now we have a couple of let me take a look here. Our inventory. We have collected some things. Quest items. Here we go. We have a water rod, but we got another rod, didn't we? Oh, maybe it may have been another thing. So one of these is a water rod. Oh, they're not here yet? Maybe I'm ahead of myself. What are you?
She believes in our purpose.
Look! It's an air rod.
Just what I was looking for.
Quartz stone is so light it almost floats. Fluffy white and gray whorls conceal a core of roiling thunderclouds, which emit small bursts of light from time to time. Cool. Now, there will be some things we have to wait. We don't have the benefit of access. That would be another word of power that
There
does
are cracks in this wall.
But you can see there's more stuff down there.
This looks like a fairy ring.
Actually, this doesn't look like a fairy ring too much. Fairy rings are a ring of mushrooms that grow. They just naturally grow as a circle. But I guess for the sake of this story, it's seen in their culture as a fairy ring. Okay. Kinda neat. I could think of another place that has a chest that we could use. Ooh. In this area near the Abbey, we have oyster mushrooms and more chicken mushrooms on the trees. Can't get to everything, I guess. As great we are at jumping over buildings, we can't really go over these little rocks and branches and stuff. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is.
Got a minute, Hunter?
Sure, yeah. Ooh, see? We can invite him to a haven now that we have a haven. Does he like bird watching? I don't know if he likes bird watching. He might not, because he's not doing it with me. I should have looked it up.
I need to get something off my chest.
Go for it.
I can't stand vampire movies.
Oh, why not?
Why do you think? They take vicious killers and present them as tragic and misunderstood.
Heh.
Vampire stories are not really about vampires, are they? More about timeless romance.
Really? Because it's usually about centuries-old dudes creeping on teenagers. All I'm saying is, a tragic romance between a vampire and a human makes no sense to me.
Why not?
People who appreciate a good steak don't propose to the cow.
Would that not just piss off the bull?
More likely the farmer. We should do this again.
You know, this is a like. At least you didn't dislike it. Now, you wanted to talk to me.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse prophecies. The Bronx.
The Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
That bomb was clearly meant for me. I am in her debt.
Yeah, but I don't think she sees it that way. She just saves people. Amazing. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying nothing. I don't know, which way should I do? Should I spell it out for you? Or this is hard for you, isn't it?
Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What in the hell are you talking about?
It is Shakespeare for you fancy her.
I do not. I respect her as a fellow warrior.
Yeah.
The same way you respect Tony? Or Caretaker?
No one respects Tony.
Hell no. It's... Never mind.
And therefore is Winged Cupid painted blind.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go kill some monsters or something. Let's just keep this a chat to ourselves for now.
No problem.
So I'm back. That was cool.
Oh, cool.
Thanks, Hunter. I needed some R&R.
So he actually liked it. I mean, he didn't dislike it. That's the good part.
So much more than a weapon. You're fun.
Well, thank you.
We still have so many more movies to show you, like 70s grindhouse flicks.
Oh, how nice. Who was supposed to talk to? Wasn't it supposed to be Carol? Well, oh, there she is there.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Okay. You'll find that I'm a big fan of diplomacy. There's certain people, especially the Avengers, that you want to use honey, and there are people like, Ilyana, who benefit from vinegar. So I'm going to be going this way because I want to see first if anybody's got their doors open and end up with her. Oh, so we got...
Interesting.
I'm going to take a picture of that. That's going to be relevant at some point. The sequence of symbols, of glyphs. Oh, hello, fire rod.
Another elemental rod.
Embers swirl in the cloudy crystal, almost too hot to touch. Its surface glows like liquid fire. Glyphs of smoke resolve and vanish around a core of obsidian glass. Now, obsidian happens to be a stone, a semi-precious stone that is made from lava. I guess that's igneous, right? Tarot card. Number 10. Electrical energy erupts around Thor as he wields Mjolnir. This card represents great courage and taking control of one's destiny. The Strength card. And... Caretaker's Journal, August 15th, 1710. I tried to remind myself that 16 is a young age for so much power, but I still lose my temper at times. This child, nearly grown, is rapidly progressing. The training goes well, and I'm optimistic for how we may be able to combat Lilith in the future, but there have been outbursts. If we cannot control these, I do worry that we may face some unfortunate collateral damage. It sounds so harsh to put these words on paper, but this is the reality that I face. Agatha and I have discussed options for controlling this power, but nothing has worked just yet. My latest attempt is to forge a ward to be worn around the neck. If I succeed, it will not only help the child channel this energy, but act as a shield against detection by Lilith or her minions. Only time will tell. And that is the origin of the collar I wear. Now, who has this? Let me take a look at this place. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. This is Captain America's. That's a picture of Bucky on the right. I don't know who's on the left. He's a very plain fellow. Okay, who's this? I don't know who this is. This is very, very generic. Let me take a look and see the symbol on the side. Oh, it's Spider-Man's. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything out yet? I guess until he actually officially is here in the story, he doesn't have his stuff out. But that doesn't explain Wolverine or anybody else. Hello?
Well met.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely within its pages. Let me guide you through it.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so I barely remember a time without it. And now Wanda has this in common with us too. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
Then put the damn book down and help me get her back.
You are nothing if not direct. Not to mention unrelenting. I can respect that. And perhaps you are not entirely incorrect. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Dr. Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Fine, speak.
Now, there's a chest to open here too. Might have more stuff I want. Oh, now we're getting colors. Oh, hello. Masterworks! You've collected a masterwork! In addition to the paintings already hanging on the Abbey walls, masterworks can be found scattered around the Abbey grounds. Masterworks can be hung on any empty frames inside the Abbey. We might as well do that.
It's...
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Well, as I recall, we also have an obligation to bring Robbie with us to a mission, too. Okay, so we've got a side mission. Stop a Hydra helicopter. Oh, I wish I had combat item for that. You get a gamma coil and intel cache. And it's going to be 2 of us plus 1 other person. A Hydra helicopter is loading critical supplies down by the docks. The heroes must make sure that it never gets airborne. Okay, before we do that, let's take a rundown of our heroes. Okay, so I have gain too fast at mission start, but Robbie has gain too fast at mission to start as well. Nobody else at the moment. We haven't done too much, so obviously our other guys don't have it here, so they haven't been to anything. So it looks like we're going to bring Robbie with us. He's got some nice stuff. Let me make sure Robbie's good to go, because the last time I used him was for the final battle, and I want to kind of keep that. Okay, let's see what we have. We want Lash. Lash are good. Retribution. Straight to Hell. Straight to Hell is something that when you use it, he goes into a pit and he hides until next. So if he's being targeted by many foes, many Hydra for instance, he can go into a pit. Nobody's going to target him. It's like being concealed, but also you can use knockback and chuck people into the pit, not to knock them out. Okay, so what else do we have? Retribution. I think there's a lot of his stuff discard stuff. The other thing is Hellmouth. Create a drop with an increased chance to KO enemies. Yeah, but see, you could do that with this. It's the same thing. While in hand, this gains 8 additional damage the next time he's... The other thing about Ghost Rider is whenever he does an attack, he usually gets injured. So remember, he's in a human body, so presumably when he does some stuff, that affects everyone else. Yeah, we'll do 2 Retribution. I thought we had more than this. I never modified these. Now, Drain Soul is something that he will usually do himself. It'll usually come up. So you actually don't have to put Drain Soul into your deck. It'll happen. Alright, so, and Carol is Carol. So, let's do this. And presumably none of these, there are no numbers here. So we'll take this, take it. We're also going to bring Robbie. We're also going to bring a recovery nanobot that we got from one of the chests. If anybody is is dazed or dizzy or something, that will take it right off. If somebody is vulnerable or weak, it'll take that right off. So it's good to have that around. Oh, okay. Our first side mission, friends.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Also, that whole thing.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
Also, the whole thing that this is a pocket dimension and she can't transcend that without magic.
Step through portal.
Thank you. Now, we won't necessarily see
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
So we have a lot of heroism cards that are going to be cheaper for a bit because we have those little special combat bonuses that we acquired. Stop the Hydra helicopter before it can depart. Target the helicopter with attacks to disable it before time runs out. And of course it's going to be protected, so you can't just do it.
By her command!
Bonus mission cards. Certain enemies will grant powerful cards when KO'd. Tip: highlight an enemy with the cursor to see which card they will grant. You have an equipped combat item. Use spacebar to access and use your equipped combat item. Combat items are free, do not cost a card play, so they can be used whenever you are in trouble. It's a one-shot, by the way.
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Oh, that's 84? Wait a minute, what's this? What is 84? Okay. And, this guy, target is an object. This can make it vulnerable. Kind of like that. It's forceful. Can that really take him out? No. Is there anything nice and explodey here? Nothing's explodey? Oh, here also, this is something, this is another environmental thing, by the way. This, it takes two, but it can take, you know, if there's like Hydra, it could take a line of them. If there were a line. This is another one of those slidey ones. Always good to have. Now, let's see now. He's the only one who has anything. What's with that? Lash. Straight to hell. Lash. Oh, how come you get all that? We don't get. Give me mine. That's a nice one. 60. Yummy. Can you imagine that thing done in like 2 hits? That would be so cool, though. Should we do it? No. So, say for instance we do this and smack at that. Right?
Has chosen
you. See, takes 17 damage for doing that.
I am impressed.
Now, we know that was a...
friend in need.
Yeah, well, we can't do that just yet.
Now that was something.
See, now we could get him to do the hell ride. That'd be kind of fun, including the chopper. Let me see if there's anything particularly vicious here. Well, you know what? Let's get some of the lashy stuff out.
Accept your fate.
He's having fun. When the souls meter goes up, he'll get something that he could actually recover by drawing from someone else. But technically, I could take it out like that. Do we have to defeat anybody else? Finish them off. Of course!
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Oh!
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
Oh, see, I knew we were going to go to the Abbey, and then she changed her mind. We're level 3 now. Okay, what are we going to do? We still have move, so we can do some neat stuff. What do you have here? Oh, that's right, we don't have heroism. Duh! What difference is this gonna make if we don't have heroism? We're just gonna get attacked by these people now. I thought we were gonna go home. Well, you know what?
Forever in service.
Yeah, right.
No retreat.
Try harder next time.
See, we could take care of that with her with the with what we have.
Support units on the move.
Oh, we got some dogs this time. That's new. Oh.
They have chosen their fate.
Shadowhounds, the pack. The Shadowhounds fight as a pack, every one of them targeting the same hero. If you taunt a Shadowhound, you will taunt all other Shadowhounds as well. They're all looking at...
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped within our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Why is his down? Soul Collector, quick thinking. So why... Yeah, but Judgment is down. I mean, her I could get, but... because she's weak, but
It's the least.
there.
Appreciate it.
See, now her stuff is in better shape. So, what do we have here? But he is a bit down. When his souls meter's up, he's gonna get something, but we still have. I would like to get Supernova, frankly. So let's see what we can do about building that up. Well, I thought this was a good place, but I'm not sure now. This isn't quick, is it? No.
Hell.
You don't have an AoE here, do you? Consume 25% of your health to damage an enemy. Also, damage all nearby enemies. We don't have, like, nearby enemies by that description, do we? See, that's not enough. You have to be a whole mess of them nearby. Give me a better one. Oh, see, that's good. Except I want Supernova. So that's important to me to get Supernova. I think that would be damage each enemy in an area, increased area of effect. See, this is upgraded. Knee strike. Which is this guy? 38? This is a nice line, so I don't want to mess with that.
Nice.
So what can we do here? How big is this area of effect?
Your strength.
Okay, so what do we have left? We have these two guys, 3 guys. Ooh, I like 3 guys.
Send reinforcements.
Oh, you're much too late for that. Anybody like a grand finale? Anybody want a nice cinematic? Here we go. Let's go home. Let's have some pizza.
Vengeance has come.
Woo! at it. Yes.
Well, that guy wins coolest hero persona.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Yay! When the souls meter is up, he'll draw a copy of Drained Souls. Increase friendship with Ghost Rider to improve this passive. If it was during the battle, not the end, basically he can get behind one or two. He could get beside one or two foes, and he'll draw their life essence into him, and that's how he gets revived.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
I am sensing something.
Count on it.
Oh, that was Sabretooth. I could see that. We got intel cache this time. When I do this, I'd still take off the stuff. Even if I keep it, I take the graphics off. I've learned to do that as much as possible, unless it's like a really, really good thing. And especially when they give me barcodes. Don't give me no barcode spots. I could take that. Go. Okay, evening. We're supposed to meet Agatha at the library. Hero levels. Mission rewards are tied to hero level. So as Hunter gains levels in combat, the rewards offered in future missions will improve. Don't worry about leveling every hero. As the Hunter's level increases, any weaker heroes will automatically level up so they don't fall far behind. Tip: higher difficulty levels, the heroes level up faster, granting access to higher rarity rewards sooner. Oh, so you want to talk to me? What would you want to speak of?
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
I'm not a mind reader, Magic. Speak plain.
You know, Hunter, one of the things I like about you is your intolerance for bull. Even from me.
Stop speaking in riddles and just tell me what is on your mind.
It is not what's on my mind I'm worried about.
What worries you then?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand. Not many can. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Where's my doggy? Oh, a whole bunch of people want to hang out with me. I feel so special now. Oh, and also the last chest we opened has been reset already. And the doggy, at the moment, is in the forge. But anyway, we've got some time to go to the library. We've got some friends that want to hang out with us. Let's see who we can do. Hangouts. A few heroes are available to hang out with the Hunter in the common room. Engage in a hangout to grow Hunter's friendship with a hero of your choice. Well, everybody's going to get a chance. Hey. So, who wants to hang out?
People use ketchup as fake blood. Am I the only one who can see the difference?
Hold on a second. What does my inventory look like, anyway? Oh no, I have to get them. You know, I tried so hard to get a hangout with Eddie Brock when I got an issue of Spider-Man with his first appearance, and he did not want to be a friend, and now he wants to be a friend, and I don't get that. I don't have anybody's gifts. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta check my dog. Hello, little doggy. You don't want to talk to me? Oh, I thought so. I was just too close.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Yep. I agree.
That is something.
This is the magic side, of course. The other side is Stark's space. And eventually we'll have a space for Morbius in this room.
Fascinating.
A desk cluttered with books, some of them older than you, and you are quite old. Techie stuff. Now, who do I hang out with? Shame we don't. You know, when we need them, the common gifts are not hanging around. Favorite journal page. Caretaker's Journal, 1689. A coven of witches from across the sea has sent for our help. This was written in Transia. I regret that I cannot do more, but Lilith and I are stretched to our limits. I've sent a moon seal to their home in Salem by way of the Knights of Wundagore. I have no doubt this will take care of the troubles they face. Obviously that's not true, because they ended up moving the whole Abbey grounds. Caretaker's Journal, 1689, November. We have moved the Abbey from our transient home to Salem, and I must confess I am astounded at the natural beauty of this place. But there is no time for sentiment. We have a job to do. Gathan has found influence here with Hiram Shaw through a page of the Darkhold. The Moon Seal did not bring the witches protection. It should have. Several have been killed already. There's no telling how far this dark power could go. For now, we watch from the safety of the Abbey, hidden away amongst thick woodland. He must understand what it is we face. We must understand what it is we face. Oh, see? That could be a gift. never thought I'd be happy to see these these cheapy prizes. So anyway.
Good day, Hunter.
Hello there, Auntie. Alright, so who wants...
After some intense combat, I love to unwind with video games. Clash of Hellions, maybe Warman 3. Ninja with a shotgun is a great one.
You and the Firaxis guys. We're gonna have a drink. Oh, look at you guys. How do we play you? What is Captain Marvel like? She likes stargazing, as I recall, and working out. And as far as I recall, Ghost Rider, like video games, fishing, he's very basic, very earthy. Captain Marvel, let's see what they're offering for Captain Marvel. These are our current friends that we're trying to work up.
I gotta hand it to us. We made one heck of a mess out there.
Okay. Oh, see, she likes working out. Oh, she likes candles. Oh, I picked him. That's not what he likes. Wait a minute. That was supposed to be Captain Marvel. Well, thank you, though.
We don't cook enough around here. Everyone does their own thing.
This is
We should have a night where we all bring something to the table. You know, potluck? We could start a weekly tradition. Hey, I make a mean carne asada.
Ooh.
Must be hard not to burn the steak when you are made of fire.
I tried that once.
And?
And hellfire grilled steak is 5 kinds of nasty. Okay, we're doing this. Give me a few days to put this together. And then, coming soon to an abbey near you, Midnight Suns, the potlucking.
I like his food.
Too much?
A bit.
I'll work on it.
See, that was supposed to be Carol, and she would have loved that. He's not a workout one. We might get like negative or something. Anyway, I never thought I'd be happy to see one of these on the floor.
Always great to hang with you, Hunter.
We did like it. Okay, and he got a rare swimsuit for what it's worth. It's time. Oh, and everybody else who didn't get picked, they get sad and they go to their quarters. The only one left here is Storm. She's on the other side reading. I'm gonna sneak past Auntie Caretaker and open the library. She's closed it. One of her things that she does.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you.
It's a library, lady!
I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
Okay. Let me look for some essences lying around. There are a lot of documents as well. Ooh, bones. We will be looking at those another time. But let me read what Wanda
Hunter,
has done.
hello.
Hello there. Now let's see, Agatha, what is in here that you translated? Agatha's altar. Excerpt from Wanda's journal. I have to restore what I've taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned. I think we have 3 of them.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Don't know if I have the time for that right now. This is what I'm going to do, and I know Charlie's probably just waiting, but what I'm going to do, I know where another one of those elemental rods are, because they belong at the altar. And they're at Hunter's Folly, where I was originally. There's a lot of neat places to open up, I see. But this is one of those too.
Noble Oshtur guides my hand.
I happen to know the earth rod is here.
It is one of the elemental rods.
Lichen and moss cover most of this stone's earth-colored surface. Leave it on the ground for even a moment, and it's quickly lost among the halo of plants that spring from the ground around it. This is quite a thing. Now, what I'm going to do... Nobody's following me at this point, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the stream and resume it on a new stream so I can finish this evening off. Okay. Now we're going to go to the altar. Now I should have it on the map because I've been there.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Oh.
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Ugh. Hocus pocus.
Ha.
Ah, you haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
In my
Scattered
stuff.
to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
Ooh! Thank you.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Oh, thank you, Agatha, for the free key. You've collected an arcane key. Those things you need for the epic and legendary chests. So, this one looks like the water.
The old magic still holds.
What are you? I don't know what these represent. Is there one that represents fire? That looks fiery? This looks fiery. I could be wrong.
What was Wanda up to here?
It looks like the Earth one.
Only one more to go. There. Finished.
Oh. I got a moon seal. Oh, I was fast, wasn't I?
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started?
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to look today. But I have an idea where it might be. When they say it's the Standing Stones, it's a place that I'm going to have to unlock when I wander around. But I know something that's here. I saw it from the other side. Justice! She-Hulk proudly holds the scales of justice in one hand and her briefcase in the other, ready to face the courtroom. This card represents justice and fairness and righting the wrongs of the world. What kind of day is this? It's new moon. Meanwhile, I have Agatha here. What, she wants me to try this thing? I don't need, it's already been used. What does she want me to ask?
We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together.
Ooh.
Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear.
Well, thank you. Looks like I'm eligible for the next word of power. Exploring the Abbey grounds from this point on is optional. It can be done at any time without regard to the main story. When you're ready, return to your quarters and go to sleep each night to start the next day. Use an arcade key to open a chest, but I don't have to, because number one, the key is not necessary for it, and number two, most of all, the chest is open already. Another haven! The lazy stream. I'm going to assume this is going to be for fishing. There's something of interest over here you might want to see. This is where Robbie keeps the Hell Ride, where he tinkers with it. See? It's very close to the Bloodgate I was in. here's a fun fact that I learned last time. This was where the big showdown was between Hunter and Lilith. It was so much energy that it created a crater. Oh, thank you. The Eerie Barrens. Another haven. That was the Blood Gate for Oshtur. Oh, look at this. Temperance. Cloak pours his goblet into daggers, allowing the power between them to retain balance. This card represents harmony and creating something new through combination. Another place. Welcome to
the goddess of order approves.
Welcome to a new place. The Dreamer's Descent. It's kind of neat exploring these places again. Any cracks in the wall we're not ready for. Aha, journal page. Hunter's Journal, November 1712. Lilith is no longer the light she once was. All that remains is darkness. Darkness that wears the face of the woman I once called my mother. I am prepared to lay down my life, for many will perish if I do not act. Only one of us shall walk away from the storm that awaits. It will be me, I can feel it. There are only moments left.
Interesting.
Symbolic totems, cruelly constructed to honor the elder gods. Now, I don't know if this is of interest to you. When I used to follow other people, the navigation was something that I could never get the hang of. When you do the game yourself, you do get the feel of where everything is. So it was sometimes interesting when you ran into things like the journals, but it was kind of like, up there is another haven. But at the same time, if you weren't, you were just picking stuff, it kind of like... So if you don't like this, you could either fast forward, or I could just do this in a different stream and separate it from most of the action. Wanda's Journal, March 4th, 2020. They stopped tending to this grave some time ago. I guess I'm the only one that comes out here these days. So, I get it. It's so sad, though. It was hundreds of years ago, but I can feel so much sorrow in this place. But a loss like that, a husband and a father, that doesn't just go away. Maybe that's why everything happened the way it did. So I think that's probably her father's grave. Ah, that could be.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it.
Oh, this is the grave. Okay, that makes more sense. There's also a
curious
father doll. So she's got the other dolls that was in her other journal entry. They're dolls that are separated, so you want to get the family together, I guess. thought there was other stuff in the area. Maybe I'm mistaken, or maybe it just has to be unlocked. Ooh, did I just pass? Oh, I guess not. Oh yeah, I did. How do I get up to... Oh, I guess that answers my question. How do I get up to that, place I was at? It looked to be... Well, there's this too. Yum yum. Targeting module. Select a hero, apply 2 mark to a random enemy targeting them. Meh. I'll take what I can now, but we saw a we saw a haven. I thought it was to the side of this. Oh, I may be right. There they are. Gain a counter at mission start. Yeah, that's it. That's my inspiration. The other chests can wait. A hunter doll. This doll had never had to leave its family behind. Maybe that's why I made it.
Was I ever really this innocent?
Ooh, look.
Maybe before I started my training.
Notes on hedge magic. Ah, see? This is the kind of stuff you can make when you collect all these herbs and such. You can get attack essence, which is what we use to, you know, to craft more abilities, and a combat item, the Iron Oak Charm. There's another one here. Ah, the Journal of Hiram Shah, the bad guy. October 1688. Today, with the help of my loyal followers, I continued work on the foundations of this house of worship. I knew I was called here to this spot for a reason, and praise be, I have found that reason. This page I have unearthed is no ordinary parchment, but whispers to me, calling me to extend my influence and share these words with the people of this village. When he calls, I will listen, for I am his faithful servant. The page whispers to me, and I weep with joy. It is the most clear example of his hand that I have ever witnessed. So, under the cloak of the witch hunts, a similar witch hunt was happening, and not a nice one at all.
This is which sign?
A glyph scrawled in bone chalk, its meaning known only to the witch who wrote it. Ah, it's up there. I know it's up there. How did we get up there? Specifically. Can we do that from here? No. There's gotta be a way. I am sure there is. The grassy hilltop. All these things we could take our heroes to. Oh, something there. Where was I that I saw this book? Oh, there it is. Oh, foraging quarterly recipe book, strength tonic and common gift. Ah, cool. There's stuff down here too. Different areas of Dreamer's Descent converge up there to what should be the Stone Terrace and the source of that purple beacon, which is the next Bloodgate. I'm not going to go there. Whoa. Well, we need a special word of power to continue into that area.
Blessings of the goddess.
The Stone Terrace. Welcome to the Stone Terrace. Some interesting things over on the side here too.
Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this.
The Journal of Hiram Shaw, December 1688. The people of Salem line up outside, drooling at the chance to be part of this congregation. I cannot be more pleased with how many seek out the truth within these walls. With the guidance of Cthon and the power within this page, I will set them free. I am the one that has been chosen, and I praise Cthon for granting me this blessing and this power. Yet, where there is light, there are those who oppose it. A coven of witches stalks around us, deceiving my flock and sowing the seeds of distrust. They will be stopped. If there's anything else, I don't see it. Probably was the purpose of getting that. Oh, hello. This is a statue of a midnight sun.
The great seer, known as Endra Moore, is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line. But she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
So that's one of 4. This, of course, we need access to. We don't have that just yet. Huh. Hunter's Journal, September 1712. We only have so much time before Lilith's shadow falls upon this ground. Until then, I must continue to train. I must continue to become who I am destined to be. I am the hunter. I will hunt. And you can see that beacon of light. Is for here. I'm not going to do this all in one night. But this is where I will do the next word of power. And nearby, yay, the Windy Glade. Collecting havens. Arcane cooking for the gifted amateur. Moderate skill essence and rune of aggression. Good. Rune of aggression is another combat item. But it's giving me some money, and no one turns down money. Ooh, hello. High Priestess. Jean Grey stands powerfully and summons flames from her palms, holding her stance and waiting for the next move. This card represents instinct and wisdom with a hint of mystery.
The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here.
Yeah, we're not ready for that yet. At some point we will. See, there's the beacon for the next word of power. This is one of my places that I made.
My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of.
Oh, look, I found my mom doll. This doll was from my mother before things changed.
I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became.
Which is kind of weird because the origin story suggests she was an infant when she was being raised by Agatha and Sarah. So you can see there are lots of words of power and another journal page. Hunter's Journal, June 26, 1710. Sometimes I awake, still caught up in my dreams. I'm running but seemingly going nowhere. The dream seems to go on and on. It is dark and freezing, and I am trying to hide and make myself as small as possible to not be seen or heard. Sometimes there are strange voices screaming from far away, and I'm on my feet again running. I'm never fast enough. It feels like these dreams are distant memories or maybe something yet to come. But when I shake away the sleep, I'm safe and warm. Agatha and Sarah are here. Everything feels okay. Whoa. So I think it's time. I'm going to be wrapping this up for the stream. So I'm going to go back home. Scenic route. Hunter's Ascent.
Ah, I see.
I think most people are in bed.
Taking down Hydra will always be satisfying.
I couldn't agree more.
I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the blood used them to converse with the elder gods.
How does that work?
Members of the blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning.
Yep. So, I think for now we're going to definitely call it a stream, but I'm going to stay in the library here for that. I may do a separate one where I'm reading the various library entries and such, because there's a lot of that around. Anything that has a little icon that sort of has a crisscross is something we haven't read before, because once we read it, they will be highlit, but with just a little circle, and that means that we have read it. Maybe you could read up, but you definitely want to read some of this stuff for the first time. Anyway, if you've followed me this far, thanks a lot, and until next time, take care.